Heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already here, they'll audible to something else. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
On play action, they'll throw.
Left side to Lamb.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's got this down to the 35. A first down throw for Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Steps away.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Play action now. Prescott being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Prescott, and he fires one incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert
from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Now a 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Mason. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Mason going to get it on 1st down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 6.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Rolling to his left.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Throwing. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Final play of the half. Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
On first down, it's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
3rd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
On second down, here's Mason. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy going to give this one to Mason. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Throwing here, Purdy.
A dump off for Mason. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Prescott.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. And a quick throw here that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And running with power here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Out to his left. It fights him off, and he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Rico Dowdle.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Purdy.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott.
That is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Purdy to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Purdy.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.